Hey, I'm Dr. Barry. For the next few minutes, I want to answer a question that Nisha and I get all the time, and that is, what are your favorite keto foods? What are your favorite low-carb foods? What are your favorite carnivore foods? And for the next few minutes, I'm going to give you a list, and I just picked the top 15 foods that we enjoy on a ketogenic way of eating. There are actually hundreds and hundreds of foods that you can enjoy on keto, but I wanted to narrow it down, and I'll tell you honestly that on a daily basis, out of these 15 foods probably make up 95% of our diet. Because as you transition to a ketogenic way of eating, you stop worrying about all of these esoteric frou-frou ingredients. Oh, do I need this tiny berry from the Himalayan mountains for good health? Or do I need, the musk scent from this gland of this little pig down in South Africa? No, you don't need any of that stuff. Every year you'll notice there's a new superfood, a new super berry, a new super this, that, or the other. All of that stuff is foolishness. When you eat real, proper human food, what I call the proper human diet, your body naturally heals. Your body naturally gets better. Your body naturally looks younger. Your skin gets tighter. Your lab values at the doctor's office tend to go back to normal. And that's why I'm so excited about whether you call it low carb, keto, Banting, Atkins, carnivore. I don't care what you call it. I just want you to enjoy normal lab values and optimal health. So, keto's getting quite popular, and I keep getting this question, what do you eat in a day? What's your favorite keto foods? So Nisha and I sat down and we came up with this list of 15 foods. And like I said, there's hundreds, but these are the 15 that we focus on most of the time. And I've got links in the show notes down below. There's a little arrow if you're watching on your phone that you can click it. It's either on this side or this side, and that'll show you the show notes. And there's links to some of these things, but most of these things are just real whole foods that just have one ingredient. So let's jump right into this list and talk about what we eat on a daily basis. Number one is ground beef. Whether you get grass-finished ground beef or whether you get the cheap stuff from China Mart, this is one of the most nutritious, wholesome foods that you can put into your body. It is full of vitamins and minerals. It's full of good, healthy protein and good, healthy fats. Ground beef is quick. Nisha and I are not preppers. If you're a prepper, then there's thousands of other options that you can prep with. But the way I prep is I come home, I look in the fridge, I get something out, I put it in the skillet. That's my meal prep. And so ground beef for me is a quick and easy go-to that is 100% nutrition. And I eat ground beef almost every day. Number two is in that same vein is ribeye steak. Whether you're buying the $22 a pound grass-finished Panda massage ribeye, or whether you're buying that thinly sliced cheaper ribeye from China Mart, it doesn't matter. They're still, both of those are 10,000 times better for you than Cheetos or Doritos or Lucky Charms. So eat your meat. Number three is eggs. Eggs, and we always try to get our eggs locally grown. Chickens are not vegans, and so if you buy eggs from the store, very often they'll proudly tout that the chickens are fed a vegan diet. Chickens are definitely omnivores. They love worms and bugs, and when they eat worms and bugs, it makes better quality eggs that actually have more vitamins and minerals for you. Number four is real salt. One of the most beautiful things about the ketogenic way of eating is that once you've gotten rid of the inflammation and lowered your insulin and gotten rid of all the extra fluid that you're holding in your body, you get to enjoy as much salt as you want. Some people don't love salt, and that's fine. But all human beings need some salt, some more than others. And so we love to put Redmond's real salt on all of our food. We eat lots of salt, and our blood pressures are perfect. We don't have swollen ankles, so salt doesn't cause any of those things. It's actually the chronic carbohydrate intake and the chronically high insulin levels that cause those things. So salt we use in every single thing we cook, and you should too, but you need to use a real salt from an ancient seabed, not a salt that comes from our existing polluted oceans. Number five, chicken wings. Chicken wings are full of good protein, full of good healthy fat. You can fry them in either bacon grease or beef tallow. More and more restaurants are starting to fry their chicken wings in beef tallow. Buffalo Wild Wings is one chain that's doing that now. If enough of you guys ask your local restaurant, please stop frying in vegetable oils. Please fry this in beef tallow. Guess what they'll do? Keep asking. Ask nicely, but keep asking. Number 6, butter and bacon grease. And I kind of touched on this earlier, but the healthiest fats you can eat are butter, bacon grease, beef tallow, avocado oil, olive oil, coconut oil. But we tend to focus on butter and bacon grease. We cook almost everything in these two, or beef tallow. They are not only a great liquid to cook in, but they're also a very healthy food. They're full of great fats, great fatty acids, great vitamins and minerals. Yeah, they have vitamins and minerals in them. You should always cook your food in a good, healthy oil like butter, beef tallow, or bacon grease. Number 7, I don't eat a lot of these. I love them, but I just don't eat more. As you may know, my ketogenic diet has been tending towards a carnivore diet, which is a subset of keto, and I feel my best and do my best eating mostly meat. Nisha still loves her Brussels sprouts, and so this is how easy our day would be. She would come home, get the Brussels sprouts out, wash them, cut them up, sprinkle some Redmond's real salt on them, and then saute them in a skillet in bacon grease. Delicious, delicious side dish, or you can have them as your entree if you like, if you love them that much. But that's how easy keto is. You don't have to cook these big flamboyant meals. It literally, within 20 minutes, she can have a delectable dish that you can't get better than that in any restaurant in the country. Number 8, cabbage. Cabbage is also a brassica, just like the Brussels sprouts. Any of the brassicas are fine, but these are our 2 favorites. I don't eat cabbage a lot. Nisha eats it very, very often, full of vitamins and minerals, and then also put the salt to it and fry it or saute it in bacon grease. It is delicious. Now, I want to know, what is your favorite keto food down in the comments? Tell me down there so I can know, and maybe we'll get some new ideas from you. Number 9 is pork panko. Now, you may not have heard of this, but it's basically crumbled up pork rinds, and it makes a fabulous breading. And so if you're used to having your chicken strips breaded and you just can't get used to not having them that way, you can actually bread them in pork panko. It's perfectly keto. It's also carnivore. If you can't afford the pork panko that I put a link to down in the show notes, you can just buy cheap meat skins and grind them up. They may have been fried in a vegetable oil, but that's still, eating those pork skins is 1,000 times better than eating Doritos. Number 10, blueberries. Once a year, we have blueberry bushes at our farm in Holiday, Tennessee. I'll eat blueberries for 2 or 3 days out of the year when they're ripe on my bushes. Otherwise, I never touch them. Nisha, however, loves her blueberries, and quite often we'll get some and eat them either raw, or she'll use them with some of these other ingredients to make a keto treat. Number 11 is heavy cream. We use heavy cream in lots of quick and easy recipes. Nisha puts it in her coffee. You can whip up heavy cream, put a few drops of sweet leaf sweetener in it, and put that on top of your blueberries, and you've got a dessert that will rival anything you can get in a restaurant. Number 12 is cheese. We always get full fat, real cheese, aged cheese that comes from the deli, not the dairy. Right? You want cheese that comes in a big block that they have to slice for you. That's actual real cheese. We'll always watch the carbohydrate count of any cheese, but for most people, not everyone, you may know that my carnivore diet is almost dairy-free now. Every now and then I'll have a piece of cheese as a dessert. But cheese is a little bit inflammatory for me personally, so I have to stay away from it most of the time. Nisha and Morgan, my middle teenage daughter, love cheese, and they eat it all the time, and it is a big, healthy part of a ketogenic way of eating. Number 13 is liver. Liver is the ultimate superfood, whether it's beef liver, chicken liver. Yes, chicken liver is very, very healthy and full of all kinds of vitamins and minerals, or whether it's cod liver. I discovered cod liver in tins a few months back. I love it. It has a very mild flavor. It's not at all like cod liver oil. It's very mild and full of nutrition, full of fatty acids, full of omega-3s, full of vitamins and minerals. I'll put a link to my favorite cod liver down below. But you can buy beef liver at the store or chicken liver at the store, breaded in pork panko and Redmond's real salt, fried in bacon grease. Divine. It's just divine. It is a superfood. Number 14 is coffee. Not everyone drinks coffee, but most people who eat a keto diet love their coffee. I put butter and Redmond's real salt in mine. Nisha puts heavy cream in hers. However you like it, some people drink it black. Morgan likes her coffee cold over ice with a little splash of heavy cream. There's all these different ways to enjoy coffee. Coffee's been shown in multiple studies to be good for you, not bad for you. Medical science has been trying to prove for the last 50 years that coffee's somehow bad for you because CW Post and the Kellogg's brothers believed that coffee was bad, so they tried to demonize it, but we just can't prove it's bad even for pregnant women. Coffee's good for you. Drink your coffee. And then number 15, for those of you who are new to keto, or for those of you who just every now and then, damn it, you gotta have a snack, are Fat Snacks cookies. These are by far Nisha and Morgan's favorite snack cookie. They have 5 or 6 different flavors, and I'll put a link down below so you can check them out. They're not cheap, but if you just, once a week or once a month you want a cookie, these are the cookies that I would go to. I think they're going to have very little effect on your blood sugar. They have a sweet taste, so obviously they're going to elevate your insulin a little bit for a few hours. But if you need a snack every now and then, I highly recommend Fat Snacks cookies. Okay, guys, that's it. With the holidays coming up, with birthdays coming every year, a lot of people, as either a subtle or a not so subtle gift, you could get them one of these things. I'm also going to link down in the show notes what we cook in, what we cook with. There's going to be lots of links down there so you can kind of check out what we use on a daily basis in our kitchen, because we feel like it's the healthiest choice, and you might feel like it's the healthiest choice for your kitchen as well. Okay, guys, please hit that subscribe button and the little bell right beside it so that every time I have a bright idea, you'll be one of the very first below and very first to know. And then also check out the links below. This is Dr. Barry. I'll see you next time.